Nation. Today is Friday. It is the 8th day of March 2024. I hope you're safe and healthy today. I hope your family is safe and healthy and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, who along with the first responders every day are saving lives, and those that pick up garbage for us to keep our places clean. Those also that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People who are also victims of prostitution and child prostitution, pornography and child pornography, human trafficking and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators of these things. Double curses on those who actually profit from these things. And double curses on the perverts that create the demand for these things. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. Nearly 600,000 men, women, and children, and increasingly senior citizens homeless in the United States of America right now, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There's going to be a basketball game tonight. The New York Knicks are scheduled to take on the Orlando Magic at Madison Square Garden tonight. Now, let's face some facts. And then some things that people keep confusing. And again, I don't know if it's ignorance or willful ignorance. But let's face some facts. Orlando's for real. Okay? They for real. And at this point, they're showing themselves better than the Knicks. They got the Knicks number. They have beaten the Knicks all three meetings this year. Now, the last meeting, the Knicks did not have Jalen Brunson, but they did have Julius Randle. They did have OG Anunoby. They did have Hartenstein, and they beat the Knicks, I think it was 98-94. So, and that was in January, I believe. That was in January. So they have had the Knicks number, and they are actually just, 98-94. That was in Madison Square Garden on Martin Luther King Day. So, and then, of course, here in Orlando, they won again, against the Knicks. But then I can't say I don't count it, but I give that game an asterisk because the Knicks only had 6 players that game. So that was one. But the Knicks still lost to them. So here tonight, they're going to be shorthanded again, the Knicks. Now, the good news is we're getting our guys back. Okay, so they're not going to be there tonight, but it's all good. I expect OG to be ready to play against Philly, either first or second game. I expect Julius to be ready next week. And I expect MitchRob to come back probably by next Friday. So we're going to get our crew back. But tonight, we got to go with what we got. Now, I just want to make this clear again because people still not getting it. The Knicks did not trade for Bogdanovich and Burks because of their basketball skill and fit with the Knicks. Let me say that again. The Knicks did not trade for Bogdanovich and Burks bums because of their fit with the Knicks. The Knicks make trades not just for today, but for tomorrow. That's how the Don works. A lot of people get caught up in the moment. Grimes was complaining about not starting. That's why they traded him. He's on Detroit. His knee is hurt. He's resting, but he's going to end up being their starting 2 guard. He wasn't going to end up being that here because Dante and Brunson at full strength are one of the top pairings in the league. So why, again, did the Knicks trade for Bogdanovich and Burks? Because they're going to represent $29 million that the Knicks can use this summer to sign Hartenstein, OG, and Precious. That's why. And I'm tired of hearing people say, why did we make the trade? That's why. So this summer, when everybody's about how they're going to pay, now you know how. They get rid of the 2 bums, and they use that money to pay our guys. We got our team. Okay, we got our team. We got our 9 guys that we need to go to battle with this year and next year and the year after. But this year and next year, for sure. That is Hartenstein and MitchRob, OG, Ju, Brunson, Dante, Precious, Deuce, and Hart. We got our guys. We don't need nobody else. We got our guys. No, we don't need another playmaker. No, we don't need another guy to come off the bench. We got our guys. These two are temporary, and their money is more important than their talent. Okay? So can we finish with that, please? Now, tonight, meantime, the Knicks got basically 7 guys. That's their guys, right? Of the guys I just named, they're going to hopefully have Brunson tonight, Dante, Hart, Isaiah Hartenstein. They're going to have Precious starting at the 4. They got Deuce, okay? And then they got Deuce, and they got, well, that's about it. Am I missing somebody? I think that's it. Hart, Dante, Brunson, Hartenstein, Precious, Deuce. That's about what they got right now, okay? Then they got the 2 Bones. And they got a 3rd string center in Sims. But I'm hoping that Shake Milton can get some time instead of Burks today. Because if we could get Milton, we know, I'm not sure how well he's going to shoot. He's not the greatest shooter, but he's not the worst shooter. He's a solid shooter, but he's a solid defender. 6'5", 7-foot wingspan. That's the best attribute he brings to the table for us, and that we're going to need. So Brunson is questionable, and that's as of this morning at 8 o'clock. He could be, upgraded to probable, or he could play today, depending on how he feels. But we'll know by later on, so don't worry about it. We'll figure that out. But we need him, and we need Deuce, and we need all the guys I just named because we're short-handed. Again, the good thing is that it looked like yesterday at practice from all reports, everybody looked good. Everybody had energy. That's the big thing. Could be, Hart especially, been playing a lot of minutes and doing some big things. But how long can he do that with no help? So he's be ready. Precious, Hartenstein, hopefully he's rested and ready to go. By all reports, OG had a good practice yesterday, full contact, 5-on-5. He's not cleared to play. I'm expecting him to be cleared to play by tonight or tomorrow. And then they'll be ready to go against Philly. So, and OG, just him. If we just get him back for now, we in good shape. Very good shape, okay? And again, I just want to stress, while all these guys have been out and absent and hurt, Precious and Deuce have developed. They went to another level, okay? And they're developing. They're not finished. They still got more upside, both of them. But they both went to a new level in development. And that's important because when we get all the guys back and it's time to make a run, those guys are now prepared to come in and do business on a high level. Okay? And that's why the Knicks signed Deuce the same time they traded IQ. Because that's what the plan was. It's always been the plan. Y'all just don't understand that. Some of y'all don't understand that. So that's why they're putting confidence in Deuce, and he's rewarding them by putting out performance. Precious was no throw-in in the OG trade, and now we can see that. He's defensively top-notch. He's got nice post moves. He can even hit an occasional 3. And so that's what we need. And, of course, rebounds. He's a tough rebounder. So this is, we got at least to know once we get our regular crew back, we got these 2 additional guys that are ready to go on a high level. And we can make some moves, okay? We can make some moves. So I'm excited about that. Just that, I don't know, we got to do something tonight. If we lose, it ain't the end of the world. Our guys are coming back. Yes, we're the 5th seed right now, but I ain't worried about that. Here come the Knicks, this coming week. Here come New York. Okay, here they come. Now, if they could somehow pull out a win against Orlando today, now that'd be tough because Orlando's playing at a very high level right now. Then we'd be a game ahead, half a game ahead of them in the East for now. But it's going to be tough, man. I ain't going to front. It's going to be tough because these guys are for real. And I'm looking at the injury report. The only guy on the injury report is Wendell Carter, who's, He's probably a junior in the Anthony Ambulance School. Wendell Carter, when he plays, he's really good, but when does he play? So now, again, he's questionable. He was questionable against the Wizards. I don't know what's going to happen today. He might play. But their injury report, my point is clean. So they're going to come at full strength. So when they come into the Garden today with Suggs, they're going to start Harris. They got Franz Wagner, and of course, incomparable Paolo Banchero. They got Jonathan Isaac. They're going to have Mo Wagner. They're going to have Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz. They got a squad, and they got a nice rookie in Anthony Black. They got a squad, okay? And their coach, Jamal Mosley, got to be considered for Coach of the Year because they put together a team. They drafted well. They developed well. They traded well, and they're ready to go. So this is not going to be easy, okay? I'd like, Sims to be in there or Hartenstein to be in there full strength, to be really good because these guys are monsters on the boards. They really are. And so, it's not going to be easy. And we're going to need Deuce and Jalen Brunson to do what they do. Brunson, of course, getting touches in the paint, getting his feet in the paint, which is he's elite at. We need that. We need Deuce on the defensive end, and Deuce has been giving us some things on the offensive end. If we can get Dante to do his thing on both sides of the ball. And this is the thing, brethren, we got two-way players. See, that's why the two bums don't fit. Deuce is a two-way player. Dante's a two-way player. Hart's a two-way player. Precious is a two-way player. So if you put a guy like Brunson that's really not a two-way player, okay, you got guys around him that are. But if you had too many guys that are not two-way players, it falls apart. That's why I say I'm not worried about the two bums. They're temporary. The Knicks got stuff that's permanent coming back. OG's a two-way player. Ju's a two-way player. MitchRob is a one-way player, but his one way is defense, the most important way. This is what we need. Okay? Hopefully, Shake give us some help tonight. And I don't know. It would be tough. This is like the Cleveland game last Sunday. I don't know how they're going to do it. They're going to have to try to gut it out against a really good team. Y'all enjoy the game. I'm not going to watch the game live tonight. Please don't report it to me. I'm keeping Shabbat. But tomorrow night, I will be watching the replay of the game. And then Sunday, we'll be talking about it before the Philly game. But y'all, please enjoy it. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there.